We made it.
Hey there,
It's Paul
and Angie Wagler,
for Arise Now.
and the 2-minute wake-up call. Well, it's a 2-minute wake-up call, Paul. We haven't actually done one of these for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been several months, but we're
Yeah,
back.
we're
We're back
back.
with a 2-minute wake-up
And
call.
we're back here in the beautiful Muskokas. We're on holiday, actually.
Yeah, right along the Severn River, and we're
Right behind
enjoying
us.
the beautiful view and thought we'd like to share that with you. And
Did you notice on our way up here what we were doing?
Yes, we were holding hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing to do when we walk around some of these steep inclines around here, and it's a good thing to do when we just walk anywhere.
Right, so we want to talk to you today a little bit about
Holding hands. Angie,
hands.
there's sort of two reasons generally why people would hold hands. What would be the first one?
when we had young children, we would often hold their hand as a kind of a protection thing. It was to keep track of them so that we knew where they were. They weren't running on the road. They weren't running down the mall. We knew where they were. They were safe.
That's right. Those were good days, weren't they?
They were.
When we'd walk around with our children holding on to our hands because we were the protector of them, and that was a wonderful thing. The other reason,
Often with our kids then, when they grew up a little bit, they didn't like when we held hands.
Mom and Dad would hold hands,
Right.
because we've always liked to hold hands before we were married, and even now after many years still like to hold each other's hands. And the kids would kind of come and get in between us, like, get apart, no public displays of affection. And I'm just like, oh, there could be a lot more public displays of affection, but nonetheless now the kids aren't around as much, so we can hold hands. That's good. But it got me thinking about this verse from Philippians 2, starting in verse 1, where Paul writes, and he says, if you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, any comfort from his love, any fellowship with the Spirit, any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, being one in spirit and purpose. And so Angie, as I ponder that, I think he's talking about being united with Christ. It's kind of like holding Jesus' hand as we go through life. There's benefits from that in our life. There's this comfort from his love. There's this fellowship with the Spirit. There's tenderness. There's compassion. And then the fruit of that in our lives is that we get along better with the people around us. He says, make my joy complete by then being like-minded, being one in spirit and purpose. And so we're holding hands with Jesus, and then we're holding hands together here, and we're as a symbol of our unity. And Angie, I really get blessed when I drive my bus around the city and I see couples walking down the sidewalk holding hands. For some reason, that just really always blesses my heart. It's just because they're declaring to the world that we are one, we are together. And so we want to have the fruit of our holding hands with Jesus be that it blesses our relationship with each other, and that we become more like-minded, one in spirit and purpose, as it talks about in Philippians 2. So that's some thoughts on holding hands.
Yes.
And did you want to sing your little song?
No.
No.
Yeah. I want to hold your hand.
Oh, there you go. That's
I want to
good.
hold your hand.
That's good. That's good. And I want to hold yours. Well, a few things for you to think about today about holding hands with Jesus and your loved ones.
And until we meet again,
Stay awake.
and stay alert.